Hi YouTube. So there's new RE9 Requiem gameplay footage that just came out I think like an hour ago actually. So I did see some screenshots online. I couldn't avoid them of the creature because they were everywhere as soon as I woke up. Other than that, I haven't seen any of this, so let's give it a watch.
Hey folks, Kurt here.
By the way, I'm gonna go through this slow and I'm gonna pause a lot probably and talk about it in detail.
Hey folks, Kurt here. So I got to preview Resident Evil 9 Requiem back at Summer Game Fest. However, I was not allowed to capture my own gameplay. Thankfully, doing Part 2 Gamescom, we were able to go to Capcom and actually capture the game. So in this video, I'm going to show you a little bit of third person as well as first person. If you want to hear my thoughts, make sure to check out the Summer Game Fest preview I did. And let me know in the comments whether you like first or third better.
Oh.
All right, enjoy the spooks, kids. See ya.
Kids! Whoa, 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 whoa. Power and radius. Okay, empty bottle. So we can throw bottles now. Whoa! Look at the inventory, dude. Okay, wait. Let's just keep going. I'll go through this again. I'll watch this again. I'll just comment as it plays. I won't pause it anymore. But that inventory makes me think a lot of weapons. And it's literally the same as RE4 Remake.
This is Pod 5, the first fully immersive sleep system.
Oh my god.
Intelligent, adaptive.
See, guys, I have to watch them too, okay? So stop complaining in the comments. Watch the ads. Well, or skip them like me. Oh, and then it Man, I love the graphics. The game is like gorgeous to look at.
Dead.
Hair strands have come a long way. Remember Mia and RE7? Jesus, dude. Yeah, so if you read the screen there, switching from first person. So in this game, you can just change your camera perspective at any time you want, or let the game pick when it changes for you. That's what I read anyway. Okay, hey, that better, okay, sorry for pausing. That better not just be some Easter egg. We better be filling that up. So, I hope that is that you get the empty of your ink ribbon, then you have to find the powder for it. There's no use, though, yeah. So lighter goes in top slot. You know what's really cool about that? The lighter going in the top slot? It's reminiscent of classic Resident Evil where in the top slot, you have your key item. You know? Which in RE1 and 2 is a lighter. I'm sort of covering gameplay a little. God, Jesus Christ. Classic Capcom with the dead body in the room. Or the locker.
He's dead.
Really?
No. Infected.
Oh my God, the eyes.
What the fuck?
Oh, so it's afraid of the light. I see. Man, this is so fucking cool.
What the hell was that thing?
I like the music. It's very, the 80s synth. What the hell is this shit?
Oh my god.
Just kidding. Where's Ethan's juice? Or the herbs? There'll be herbs. You're gonna find a half-filled med injector, and you're gonna crush up a herb to put in. Nah, I have no clue. By the way, this doesn't feel too far off from like RE7 and 8.
Not this way, not this way, not this way.
Oh, by the way, because I know a lot of people will watch this and have been watching this. Sorry, I said I wouldn't pause. I can't help myself. I'm just gonna come clean. I know people were really mad last time. They're like, oh, Capcom should invite Bach to play this. Why didn't they invite him? They did. I said no.
Yes.
This mouse back.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, that scared me. You piece of shit!
Introducing the Mouse Xmas.
Man, RE9 is scary.
Don't come any closer!
Yo, use the bottle. One-time fuse. Resident Evil Requiem left with more questions and answers. This looks really cool. Like, obviously I'm excited. This looks like everything I want. Looks like a horror game, which is what I prefer over action. This video put up by Les Enfants Terribles. I think this looks really cool. Like, I'm very, very excited for this. The atmosphere is on point. I like Grace as a character. I think she's a good new character. And I don't think she's going to be the only character either. And by the way, for people that are upset that Grace... some of the... I'm just going to address some criticisms I've seen online. Like, you play as a scared girl. People are angry you play as a girl. I've seen that. But RE 1, 2, 3, Code Veronica, 5, 6, 7... 0, you all play as women, so it's not a big deal. If you think like that, you're just like fishing for anger. This franchise, you play as equal parts women and men, and 4 is you have an Ashley segment too. But I think Grace looks cool as a character. I like her, and I like that she's the daughter of a classic character. I think that's really cool, and I'm really happy they're tying Outbreak in with this game, as we've seen more in the last trailer from yesterday at Gamescom. And in terms of the gameplay, I think this is... Okay, let me say something really quick. I looked at the comments of my VOD reacting to RE9, and there were so many people, and I looked at other videos as well, just to see the comments and Twitter. There's so many people that are like, oh my god, it looks like... Guys, if you think that this, and it's like, if you think we're getting like an Alien Isolation, like this is the game, like this is the full game, I personally think you're insane. I think you're just not thinking ahead to how they're marketing this game. And I don't see this as like a pure 100% slow-paced horror game with no weapons or gameplay where you throw bottles and distract creatures for 12 hours straight. They've been working on this shit for like 5 or 6 years or more. There is no way that it's just like a walking sim, you know? Everyone's just being baited by marketing, and you're playing right into Capcom's hands, by the way. For those of you who are angry, like you're expressing anger on the internet at Capcom, saying that like, oh, the franchise is unrecognizable. That's exactly what they fucking want you to do. They want everyone to be screaming at the game right now, whether it's negative or positive, because they have some bangers waiting to show us, like some trailers that are nothing like this. I guarantee it. So just wait. Okay, I could put it in 4K, but I mean, I output at 1440, so.
Dead.
And by the way, I love that you can switch between first and third person. Oh my god, dude. Finally, am I right? Finally, we can pick our camera angle. And, you know, this is one franchise. Like, I can't even think of any others. Please enlighten me. I just can't think of them right now. This franchise's fans are so fucking, like, obsessed with what camera angle you get. If the game is good, I'll play it and enjoy it. That's me. But there's a lot of people that it's like, if it's Resident Evil... If it's not fixed camera, they're out. If it's not over the shoulder, they're out. If it's not first person, well, there's not many of these people, but they're out. Okay? Like, it's crazy that they're finally giving us an option for third and first. And by the way, may I say, this game will be perfect if, when you beat it, it's like, oh, here's what you unlocked for beating hard mode. Fixed camera angle mode. That'd be sick. Imagine they try to appeal to every, like... It's impossible to make every RE fan happy. You know, some RE fans won't be happy unless you're playing as Chris with 18 machine guns, like punching holes through like tyrants, okay? And other fans won't be happy unless there's zombies and a fixed camera angle. So it's like impossible to impress everyone in the RE community. And why it's impossible to impress everyone in the RE community is simply because this franchise is so varied. Like every game is slightly different from one another, and then there are many.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it.
Oh really?
Just by
Imagine.
thinking about
Hey, how about you shut the
Meet
fuck
Base
up, Base 44, you piece of. 6, 7, 8 are straight garbage, and there you go. See, thank you for proving my point. You're saying games that won many awards and have sold enormous amounts and are beloved by many people, you called them garbage. And thank you. I'm happy there was one in the chat. Yeah, the empty ink ribbon. What a cuck. Oh, I'm not dragging on your opinion. I'm saying thank you for proving that you people exist. You people. I mean, I get made fun of just as much as you. I like all the games. And people hate that. Oh my god, you should see my tier list comments, dude. People are so angry at me for actually liking most of the games. Is what it is. I love this environment, by the way. This building seems really cool. Yo, chew that shit up, dude.
Infected.
Eat. See, I want more of this. I like this. This is good. This is good. Eat that head. All right, so do we still think this is Lisa or what? I don't know. I mean, in the gameplay footage that was shown earlier, like a few months ago, she did let out the exact same cry as Lisa, but it's Alyssa. Yeah, and people, I don't know, man.
What the fuck?
Wesker's mom? They're pulling a Final Fantasy X? That is not Lady Dimitress. Yeah. I'm well aware of that. I like the little details. You pick the lighter, and it flicks open in the menu. But this menu, by the way, bruh. That's a lot of slots. Or, I mean, it's just RE4 remake. Besides the top flicker. Yo, Uncle YouTube. How do I feel about the stumbling? It's in every RE, or it's in a lot of Resident Evil games. It might have just been a cutscene thing.
God.
I mean, it happens in RE4 remake. Too. Happens in Village. I like all the body parts everywhere. Of course we're getting a new computer for this. Of course. What are you, insane? This computer goes in the old and busted stream room upstairs, okay? The old and busted computer that's upstairs goes on sale. New computer for this game, 5090. By the way, I don't know if I'd actually get a 5090 because apparently the drivers are fucked for that card. Or the 5 series. Like those sounds that she's making, like when she hits the thing, that's Lisa. Like that's literally the same sound effect as like I don't know if I could say literally, but it's the same sound. Like the same creators of the same franchise are reusing a sound that has only been used for one character in the whole game. For a character years later that looks similar in a similar ilk to that character. Strange, but maybe just a coinky dink. Sounds copium? Someone bring it up. It's not. Hey, I'm a sound person. The sound she makes here, that is the sound that Lisa makes when she does her swinging attack. It is. Like, it's straight up. I'm not saying it's her, by the way. I'm just telling you guys a fact. Like, that sound effect is the same sound effect Lisa makes. I'm not saying it's Lisa. I'm just saying that sound effect is Lisa's sound effect. That's all it is. I mean, the reality of the situation is that the experiments they were doing on Lisa Trevor were it's probably not the only person that got experiments done to them in the same manner that Lisa Trevor got. That probably was, and that's what's going to be the big reveal, that like, oh, you thought it was just Lisa Trevor, it was a bunch of different people. And now we get to see the different kind of transformations these people went through from suffering the same effects. Yes, her mom had the same mutations done, but they deemed her a failure, yeah. Ah! Sorry guys, I was stuck in ads. No, I watch ads too. Hi, my. My. I can't help, since this is our second time watching this, I can't help but think of the speed run. I hope when you push that, it's random when she shows up. Big reset point. Why is she running in slow motion? I'm glad you guys asked. In RE7, Ethan's run speed inside the Baker house was so slow, and as soon as he steps outside, it's like double the speed. Which is what they're doing here. It sort of has to be that way because, like, if in a horror game, if you're fucking sprinting like Usain Bolt, dude, it's not. Very scary.
Don't come any closer!
Oh, the enemy's after us. Oh, and you're fucking long gone. It does seem actually a little slow, though. It does. No pallets. The empty ink ribbon, man. I wonder if that's just like an Easter egg or... Yeah, man, I love the look of this creature. Whatever the hell it is. The big buggy eyes. Disgusting, dude. Disgusting. What's this? Oh, it's the original trailer. Sir. What do you guys think? Will you be playing in first or third person, or let it pick? I'm gonna let it pick, by the way. I'm just gonna pick it on recommended. You can pick whichever one you want at all times, apparently. And I'm gonna pick recommended. Yeah, I mean the atmosphere and the setting for what they've shown so far looks really, really cool. I'm really excited for another scary Resident Evil game because, you know, we go back and forth nowadays with 7 being like almost full on trying to be scary, 2 remake amping up a bit, 3 remake amping up more, 4 remake amping up even more, and Village being like sort of a mixed bag of sequences where the castle is like, you know, little action, little scares in the basement. Then you have House Beneviento, which is all scares. Then you have the Moreau, which is just silly, and then you have the factory, which is more of an action, a dark action sequence. So Village is like a big mixed bag. And honestly, I can see that if I were to predict based off of just thinking about it, I'd say 9 is going to be another mixed bag, which we've seen like the House Beneviento. We're seeing just the House Beneviento style at the moment. But I think they're going to amp it up a little. We will see. And why I say that, by the way, I've said this in the past, but it's been a few months, or it's been like a month or 2 or whatever since the last trailer. But why I think that is this game is advertised heavily as the 30th anniversary celebration of Resident Evil. And I know that RE fans are all over the place and they cannot comprehend this idea. But Resident Evil is not just a horror game anymore. It hasn't been for 20 years now. If you want a true celebration of Resident Evil, you have to have horror and action. And if it's a perfect game, I'd say it's more horror than action, but action has to be there because Resident Evil is more so an action franchise at this point. Even like starting from RE3, it was more of an action game than a horror game. Yes, Nemesis was scary, but at the end of the day, that's an action game. You have a grenade launcher with 3 different types of ammo. You have an assault rifle. You have a minigun. You have multiple rocket launchers. You know, it's an action game. But yeah, that was awesome, guys. I'm very excited for the game. And final thoughts are, I can't wait. I'm glad they're tying it in with Outbreak. I can't wait to see what other classic characters are here and what other new characters are here. I can't wait to see more bioweapons. I think the game looks incredible so far. And I am sure they've only shown us a bite-sized piece of a full meal. So I can't wait to see the rest of it. Grace is only the first 2 hours of gameplay. Play as Grace for a while. She gets captured, taken to the ruins of Raccoon City. Leon goes to rescue her. That's the story of the game. And then Ada obviously goes to Raccoon City too to rescue her damsel in distress, aka Leon.